welcome back to my channel. What am I doing today? Today we will be doing the review portion of these right here. These are the Stylex Opaque Watercolors. Now I bring this to you in a previous video. I should be linking it somewhere where I introduced this set to you, and I've worked with this set some. Let me show you the piece that I did. I did this here with it. So yeah, okay, so I did this with it here. Sorry about that. And I've never really painted anything this big before, but I enjoyed it so much I did it again. And this was actually from one of my previous coloring pages. Remember, if you go to my Patreon, this is there. And so I just redrew it on this. The watercolor paper that I'm using is actually the Opaque watercolor paper, sold right here in the country of Belize. And the type of paintbrush I'm using are these, the pointers. Let me focus in there. Yeah, these are the pointers, artist brush. And I like them because the bristles, look at that, really stiff bristles. So you can really get in there with these brushes, with these brushes now, with this paint. Okay, so I also did a color mixing chart with these, and yeah. So you really get a good range of colors with these 12 colors. The 12 colors we get is yellow, orange, vermilion, magenta, violet, ultramarine blue, cyan blue, blue-green, yellow ochre. This is burnt sienna and a black. And the other thing that came with it is actually a white, an opaque white. Yeah, I'm slowly learning German thanks to Stylex, because the color names were all in German. And I had to learn what they are. The color names, I'm not sure if I could see, they're embossed down here on the bottom. So yeah, but they're written in German and I had to translate them. And Google Translate didn't help. But I learned from previous Stylex products that gelb means yellow and cyan blau means cyan blue. So yeah, I just learned that. Okay, so these are the colors that we'll be working with. Yellow, orange, vermilion, magenta, violet, ultramarine blue, cyan blue, blue-green, yellow-green, ochre, burnt sienna, and a black. Okay, so now that you've seen the colors that I'll be working with, you see the pace now. You see the piece that I'm doing. I don't know what's wrong with my words today. The piece that I'm doing. Let me saturate my paints with some water and let's get all color up.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay guys, I am finished. Put a fork in it. It is done. Let me bring you so you can probably see the entire thing. Yeah, that was a long process. That was 4 hours, literally 4 hours to do this, and I'm actually very, very happy with it. I learned so much using these Stylex paints. I hope none of my these are the paints I use, and I've learned so much. As you can notice, I really dug in there, especially yellows. I used a lot of yellow. Some of the painting techniques you would have seen, I actually made my own brown to do the mountains. I did that purposefully because I knew that I was going to use the color from the palette to do the dinosaur, and I wanted the dinosaur to stand out. Therefore, I made my own browns. For the bottom here, I made this part of the dinosaur. I also made my own green there. The greens, I made them there because, again, I knew that I was going to be using the green from the palette. And okay, just see one little thing I need to kind of spruce up, kind of re-establish my lines here. Just to, I already did the line art, but it's just to kind of re-establish the line art, especially in these areas. In the face, I need to re-establish the line art in the face for this. This is really, really long. I need the blue one. This was really long. Some of the things that I noticed, I did some layering right here for the mountains, but I couldn't do a lot of layering for the fact that I noticed that when you layer, like the underneath layer try to come up, so you couldn't do a lot of come up, means try to peel off, like come off while you're layering, so you really couldn't do a lot of layering. So for like the trees and the mountains where I tried to do layering, I just did it very minimally, and I had to wait, and most of the time doing this was actually waiting time because I had to wait till it completely dried before I could have gone back in there and layer the way I wanted to. Right now all I'm doing is try to re-establish my lines because I lost some of them while doing this. What I'm gonna do after this is spray it with some varnish, because I noticed that a lot of the paints are also very they rub off. I'm not sure if it's the chalkiness that rubs off or maybe the white pigment they use in it is rubbing off. So I need to spray it, varnish it, so that the paints stay. And that's one of the reasons too why I prefer to work before I come to you and bring you the review, because then I know what to expect. Like, yeah, I know to expect that the paints in here are going to rub off. Right, like I said, all I'm doing right now is re-establishing my lines because I lost a lot of them doing this. And this was a lot. This was really a lot. I like these liners here because unlike fine liners, they don't clog. So they can really go over this. Yeah. And that's about it. Let me know what you think of this in the comments below. It was a lot of fun. It was long. I love my paint setup with my easel. I'm gonna wash this out. And thank you guys so much for joining me on this journey. Yeah, I am improving thanks to Huevember and Inktober. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.